Hello guys, welcome again to Dine the Programmer. Okay, in this video we'll just do some basic introduction to web development. Okay, so now one thing you should know while getting started as a web developer is the web is mostly powered by three languages. Okay, that you have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, HTML is a markup language which it just talks about, like, it shows you like the visual content, like the text and all that. Okay, now CSS has to do with the stylings. Okay, I always recommend you visit the developer Mozilla documentation to actually understand anything you have. It has a lot of information. And you have JavaScript, which deals with interactivity of the website. Okay, so now you may be asking why web development. Like, web development is something really very vast, and it's something you learn bit by bit, and it's separated into the front end part of it and the back end. You may be wondering what's front end. So in simple terms, the front end is just like the visual, what you see, and back end is what happens, like maybe on the server side, the information that is stored. So now once you open, right, once you open a website, right, the first thing that happens is you actually send, like, it's more of you sending a request, and when the request reaches the server sends a response. Like, for instance, if I call you, right, and you answer, in the process of your phone ringing, like, it's me sending you a request and you answering, it's like giving me a response. So that's just how web development all about. Because without waste of time, for you to get started, there are two things you need. One, your browser. Second, VS Code, like a code editor. There are so many other editors around. You have Sublime Text, you have Atom, you have and so on and so forth. Okay, but the preference I would use is the VS Code. Okay, now for VS Code, right, you see here we have an empty VS Code. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to create a new file, right? Now that new file, we're just going to get started with HTML without any wasting time. So now you see I'm on a Mac. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new file. Just take Command N. So now you should be displayed with such a window. Okay, I hope this is visible. Now for this, you can select a language. So since we are getting started with web development, we'll touch the core concept. So I'm going to go with HTML. Okay, now for you to save this, you can take Command S, and now for Command S, you can name it anything, but I'll just go with index. Okay, index of HTML, and make sure you keep to heart where your file is actually located, because that is where we're going to open in our browser. Okay, I'll just take okay. Now you see you have a new file, index of HTML. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. Now for us to be able to have a boilerplate code that we're easily going to improve our speed in development. So what I talk about boilerplate code is, okay, we can have an exclamation that is going to give us, you see, you have emed abbreviation. It's going to highlight like the whole content, like the whole HTML structure of our page. Okay, now before that, okay, if you visit this website, you see emed are essential tools of for web developers. You see, ML actually makes you code faster, and you can visit this website and you actually understand more about it. You can visit and you read the documentation, you watch demo. Like, with time, more as you're coding, you actually get versed with all emed and its abbreviation. So now we're just going to use our emed abbreviation here to get our boilerplate code. Okay, now you see this our basic boilerplate code. It has a lot of tags. You have the document and so on and so forth. So now this title is just like the title of our page. Okay, you can give it saying, you can say my first web page. Okay, now within our body, that's where we have the content of our page, and it is vary from different tags. You have heading tag, paragraph tag, bold, and so on and so forth. So but now we'll just display this and see what we have. Okay, all right, now we have this. Okay, now how are we going to trace what we have to be able to run it? So we will go to our root directory. Okay, our root directory is down in the program, and you see you have index.html. Okay, once you go there, you can just create that. So you have this as your root location. So basically, this is your first HTML code. Okay, so in this video we have covered ML abbreviation and we have written our basic HTML code. Now you may be wondering that how will you keep getting into it? You can visit here and you see get started with HTML, right? This is our paragraph tag, like, or element. So like the basic anatomy of an HTML element is you have the opening tag and the closing tag, just like we have done here. You see we have our opening tag, which is a paragraph, we have our closing tag, which is a paragraph. And now HTML is just like the content, and you cannot memorize all the tags, but now you can, the more you keep working on it, that's how you actually master it. Okay, now you see we have another tag here. Okay, now nesting like is when you can place elements with other elements. Okay, that's what they call nesting. Like you see here, these are paragraph tag, right? And we have a strong tag. It's like they embedded the strong tag within the paragraph tag. So it is very important to understand the principle of nesting. Even when we get into CSS, you discover that nesting is really in use. But now, yeah, they said the following is a wrong example to do nesting. You see, my cat is strong, very grumpy. Okay, this is very wrong. Why? Because you see, our paragraph tag is found below, like within this. So in HTML, either you have opening tag and a closing tag before you close the whole element. Okay, that's very important. So let's try to put this and in practical example and see. So if we do this, okay, if we say we're using a strong tag here, okay, and let's say we have let's say we take this strong, the closing tag. Okay, since we said it's make of open and closing, and we'll put it here. Okay, this is a wrong way, like it is a very very wrong practice. But now the point is, you see, it is very wrong, but you have a result. Okay, but now that's not the right way. You have to do things in the right manner. So the correct way to do this is it should be, at least it should be found here, though it will produce the same output, but that's just very very important. So you should take note of that. So now I'll just brush on the types of heading we have in HTML. HTML we have 6 headings ranging from H1. Let's say this is the first heading. Okay, we have H2. I'll just do that repeatedly. Then let's see, second heading. Okay, H3, third heading, H4, let's see, fourth, H5, let's see, fifth. Okay, we have H6, sixth heading. All right, so let's see how that actually looks like. All right, you see here we have how is it called? We have different we have 6. So now looking at this, right, what comes in your mind when you look at this? What actually comes in your mind? You see heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you discover that H1 is the largest and it varies going on and so forth. So basically this was just a basic introduction to HTML, and we're going to dive more into HTML tags in the next video. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and share. Bye bye.